Australian Army soldiers spend their free time cuddling koalas rescued from the bushfires. The Australian Army volunteered to help care for the many koalas who had lost their little homes. Jade Small, Mind Unleashed reports, during the devastating fires that destroyed thousands of acres since September of last year, the famous Aussie spirit of standing together has been stronger than ever. The Australian Army joined firefighters, risking their lives to fight and contain the fires and rescue injured wildlife. And soldiers are also volunteering to help care for the many koalas who had lost their homes, which also happened to be their only source of food. Pictures uploaded to the Australian Army Facebook page shows men and women from the Southern Australian and Tasmanian 16 Regiment Emergency Support Forces caring for and cuddling, feeding little koalas to make sure they get enough nutrients and care after their harrowing experience prior to being rescued. And using their rest time, the soldiers stopped at the Clayland Wildlife Park in South Australia to help with the traumatized koalas before returning to the Adelaide Hills for their next shift of battling to get the bushfires under control, which they are now, thankfully. And the great morale boost for our hard-working team in the Adelaide Hills read the caption to their Facebook, their post, and the photo shows the compassion of the battle-weary soldiers and the reality of the utter devastation of the bushfires which decimated the koala population. The koalas may soon be classified as an endangered species after thousands perished in the fires. It's estimated that 80% of the koalas on Kangaroo Island alone perished in the massive bushfires. According to Minister of the Environment Susan Ley, the koala population had taken an extremely extraordinary hit as a result of the bushfires. A $15 million funding package to help animal populations bounce back once the bushfires have been contained and put out was recently announced. While unveiling the additional funding, Lade told reporters it may be necessary to see whether, in certain parts of the country, koalas move from where they are, which is often vulnerable, up to endangered species. Many animal rescues and rehabilitation centers are in desperate need of funds for medical equipment and medicines, help at their centers, and foster families to help rehabilitate some of the animals affected. And they said if you'd like to donate and help at the centers or be a foster carer for injured koalas and kangaroos, please get in touch with our nearest rescue or rehabilitation center, they said. It's by Jade Small. The Mind Unleashed has Creative Commons. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.